Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, and in this video I'm going to be talking about 4 habits that you can adopt starting this year, which is definitely going to better your life in some way or the other. So the first tip is to create a not to do list. I know it sounds very counterintuitive because we've always been told to create a lot of to-do lists, and to-do lists are great, don't get me wrong, but what about all the things that you don't want to do on a daily basis? There are a lot of things that you go about doing on a daily basis, but it enters your thoughts and you always think that you don't want to do it, but it always slips away from your mind. So first of all, what you've got to do is just sit down and observe your day. You'll find a lot of things that you don't want to do, but you're doing it anyway. Take a stock of all these things that you don't want to do, because these time slots are going to end up creating a lot of time for you to do other things which are more important. So you can, in a column, jot down all the things you don't want to do, and against that you can have an action column, and these are the actions which will complement your not to do things. So let's say you're overusing Instagram and you actually do not want to do it because it takes up a lot of your time. So you will put do not use much of social media, but you need an action to back your plan up. And your action could be don't open Instagram until noon, or don't open Instagram until evening, you come back from work, or when you have only your leisure time, you open it. So when you do this exercise on a regular basis, the more you will bring awareness into all the things you don't want to do, and less will the probability of you actually doing it. Now the second tip will be something called 4 tasks a week. Now all of us have a lot of to-do lists in our planners, and sometimes it's like 15 and 20. While it's great if we stick to it, but most of the time it gets really overwhelming, and instead of achieving everything or at least half of it, we kind of don't do even 1 or 2 of those tasks. And that is when this 4 tasks a week comes very useful. So instead of overwhelming yourself with like a million to-dos, which is anyway not that important, just choose maybe 4 tasks which are on high priority, which you will get done by the end of the week. Yes, just 4 tasks and you'll get it done by the end of the week. So this way you're not actually stressing yourself to do everything in a day and kind of falling into a slump, but you're actually giving yourself some time and space where you can complete this by the end of the week. So you could probably use some sticky notes to write these 4 goals which are on high priority and put it around your room or wherever you see, and take it down whenever you're done with the goal. So you have the entire week to complete these tasks, but it's not time bound, and the time frame is just the week. So what are those 4 tasks that you're going to prioritize this week? So the third habit that I think you should try and adopt is a weekly review. This is something you essentially do on every Sunday. What happens is, in the beginning of the month or a week, we have a lot of things that we want to do which is in our head, and we also put it down as goals or our to-dos, but we get carried away with our lives, and sometimes we even forget that we put these goals down or we put these to-dos down. I personally have pushed it so much that after like a month or 2, I'll come back to realize that I even had to do those things. So things happen. So doing a weekly review becomes highly helpful in such cases, and it's pretty simple to do. It's just you're going to take 15-20 minutes of your Sunday to do this, and it's about asking some basic questions. Some questions like, did you actually do all your prioritized tasks that you set out in the beginning of the week? And if you haven't actually done it, what came in the way, or what disturbed you, or what stopped you from achieving these prioritized goals? This is kind of like a journaling session where you will ask yourself, like, how do you overcome the challenges or the obstacles that came in your way of achieving these to-dos or the prioritized tasks. And you'll also ask yourself, look, what action can you take if this gets repeated again? So write down a few action items for each of the challenges that you faced, and please do not repeat it in the next week or in the coming weeks. And a good thing about this is now you have a list of all the challenges that have come up previously, so you will be cautious the next time, even before these challenges come, because now you know how to tackle them. And the final question you'll ask yourself is, what were your big wins, or what were the wins that you had that day or that week? You can actually begin to ask this question to feel good about yourself or feel good about the day, because when you actually promised yourself to do something and you kept by your promise and you actually did it, I feel like that's heights of self-worthness, and your self-respect increases so much. It is like a positive reinforcement, and it will kind of let you set more goals and go after those goals, because you trust yourself and you trust that whatever you say you will do, you will actually do it. So definitely remind yourself of all the good things you've done, or all the wins that you've had over the week or the month or a day. So when you review your week every Sunday in this way, there's very little chance that you do not stick by your goals or you do not stick by your 4 prioritized tasks, because you exactly know what has been going wrong and you exactly know what actions to take the next time the similar challenge appears. So we've come to the end of the video, and these are the 3 habits that I think can definitely make some difference in your life. I know initially I said 4 habits, but I just realized I just had 3 in my notes. So I hope you had a good time watching this video, and I hope you incorporate some of these habits into your daily lives. Thank you so much for watching to the end of this video. Please subscribe if you liked it, and until I see you next time, please stay kind and keep progressing. Bye.